Welcome back to the channel. Baby Boy Mulligans, guitars, mods, and music. And if you haven't been to the channel before, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to go over the Tease SBH-E for 2025 in 57 Candy Red. I did change the pick guard. This white one here is the original pick guard. And I'm going to show you what I did. But first, like, subscribe, and leave a comment and tell me what you think about the guitars in the video and which one you liked best. So let's get into it. All right, here's the big reveal. I put the Pearl Do-Pro pickguard on here. I had to drill these holes. Not 100% perfect, but pretty darn close. I literally took this pickguard and screwed it to this pickguard in the 5 holes, and then drilled through and used this as a template to route out. So first I cut it, and then I routed it a little bit more and made it nice and smooth so it looks pretty much factory. Then over here, this is a hard fit because a lot of the pick guards won't fit this. But this is almost perfect. It lines up exactly with this pick guard because I sat this screw to screw and literally routed it, traced it out to this piece of this pick guard. So this I'm keeping. I doubt I would ever sell this guitar, but you never know what happens to your gear when you're gone. So it's all there. But anyway, not to be morbid, just the facts. So there's a good look at it. And any guitar that gets played is going to have a couple little marks on it. I've already got a couple little pick marks on it. Nothing big, but the finish on this is just superb. I dinged it on the back here already. Tiny, tiny, tiny. You can probably not even see it on the camera. But the neck is beautiful. Roasted maple. It's got the serial number, locking tuners, bone nut, 22 stainless steel frets, roller string guides, string trees, whatever you want to call them. And I put Diodario 10 to 46 strings on it. So that is the first guitar that is going to be in the Shootout. It's got the dual rail and the standard Tele pickup. It's got this is the only guitar with the pinwheel truss rod adjustment. And it's got the coil split for the bridge. 3-way switch. And it's got the nice, I don't know, maybe you can see it here. It's got the nice knobs that actually lock in with Allen keys. The little nut there with an Allen key. And the finish is just, my camera picks it up pretty good, but it's just so hard to see on camera how beautiful this finish really is. But this finish is better than the finish on any of the other guitars that I'm going to show you. And it does have, it's the only one with the cutaway and the belly cut. And then the shaved edge here to access the lower frets very well. Got a nice hand. All right, I'll be 1 second, and the other guitar will be next. All right, one thing I forgot in the last part of the video. The Tease SBH-E is $297 retail. The pick guard on that costed, I think it was $15, maybe less. And that's pretty much it. Now, this is going to be the closest guitar, I think, as far as finish and some of the same things, but definitely not the same. Okay, so we've got a three-way switch instead of a toggle type switch. Or sorry, not toggle, instead of a blade switch. This does have the no push-pull. It does have the nicer, let me get this up here so you can see it, the nicer knobs with the holes in there to tighten them down. This has got P90s. This is a Squier Carbonita. It's actually a Paranormal Carbonita is what it's called. So this is a semi-hollow. And it's got the better Squire bridge on it. This pick guard is a custom pick guard, so it's hard to find anything to fit this. I'm going to have one made because I do want to put a pearl one on here, but I want to have the aged pearl so it matches the P90s. So I'll eventually do that. This does not have a bone nut. This is a plastic nut. This does not have stainless steel frets, but they are nice frets. The edges of these frets, when I got the guitar, were sharp. So I filed them down. On the Tees, they're ball end frets. You don't have to do any filing, really. You know, unless you want like a really super smooth top here. But see, I accomplished doing that, and we do it at Tees when I do go down there and help, just by doing the frets with the sandpaper and using the fret guard. That pretty much takes care of that problem if you have any sharpness on the top or sides because you're sanding that. But 99% of the time, I never find a sharp fret in on a Tees. On every Fender product, Squire by Fender that is, that I've played, and any Fender I've played under the $1,000 range has had sharp fret edges. The only Fender that I've played above that price range is somebody's personal guitar, which they had already set up, so I couldn't tell you how that came. I did have to replace the tuners on this guitar because the stock tuners slipped. I did put Saphue locking vintage tuners on it, which went in nicely. I didn't even have to change the stock ferrules out in the front. These went right in. And I did put the roller string guide on there. It's got the skunk stripe. It's a finished neck. It's smooth. It's got a good hand. My problem with this guitar is the finish. And I didn't see it when I bought it. But if you look at the finish on this guitar, it's very nice on the front. But there's nothing you're going to see on the camera like I can see in here. There's a lot of kind of like marks that go this way, even on the front, but they're very minute. But this is also, you know, a $500 retail versus the Tees because you're paying for that name. On the back here, if you look at it at certain angles, you can really see, and I polished it up. It's hard to tell on camera, but there are some definite marks you can see going this way in the paint, which you would not expect on a $500 guitar. And you can get good access here, but you do get that corner here sticking you in the hand, which the Tease does not. So that's the Paranormal Carbonita Semi-Hollow Squire by Fender Telecaster. And we'll go on to the next guitar. I will be right back with it. Guitar number 3. This is a Squier Affinity Telecaster. This was my first Telecaster. And it is on a lot of my early recordings. This is a $249 guitar, but they're actually now selling in the upwards of the $300 range. So the things that I found with this guitar after playing better guitars, that's something on the string there, probably from wiping the guitar. The thing that I found with this is the pickups, are ceramic like the rest, but they're microphonic. I didn't realize that when I bought it because I didn't know guitars like I do now. This did need a serious fret job, which I didn't realize when I first got it because I wasn't that into all of that. But of course, now I am. This just has your regular pull-off knobs. No push-pulls. 3-way blade switch. Standard Squire bridge. Not a bone nut, plastic nut. This does have a. This doesn't have Diodarrios on it. It's honestly been so long since I changed the strings on this one that I forget. I actually think these are. I think these are DRs because I think I remember now. I got a deal on DRs, and I put the DRs on here, and these are 9s. And that's actually 9s are also on the Carbonita. Of course, you got your this has got the 20. I think this is 21. Yeah, this has got the 21 frets. So I did put the roller string tree on it. I have not replaced the tuners. These are the stock tuners. I am going to replace those. They do slip. They do have a lot of chipping. They're cheap tuners on a, when I bought it. I actually got a deal on it. I got it for, I think, $229 out the door because I haggled, and it was brand new, and it had been there a little while at the shop that I went to. So it's got a good hand. It plays great. It did a lot of work for me. When I only had about 3 guitars. I had this. I had my Ibanez LP, and I had my double cutaway, my first act. So this was a workhorse. But it was never really right until I set it up not too long ago. But the finish is nice. But again, that's not a real wood finish. It's a nice butterscotch. And this thing's got all the original stickers on it. I never took a thing off of it. So that's that guitar. Guitar number 4 coming up. Be right back. All right, guitar number 4. This is my own creation. This was a Tele kit that I bought. I swapped the pick guard. It had plug and play. I cut those wires and put in my own pickups. These are Alnico 5 pickups. This is the only guitar that has the standard Tele bridge. I replaced these saddles with brass saddles. The saddles that came with it were trash. I painted the guitar myself, and I did all the fret work on it myself. And I actually did not change the tuners on this because the tuners are phenomenal. They don't lose tune. They're great. In fact, it probably might be in tune right now. And it sure is. And the action's pretty low on this. It's got the standard Fender roller string trees that I put on there. Not bad for my first paint job. I did a video on this guitar. Did one on the Carbonita too. I don't know if I did one on the Affinity. I think I planned to, and then I got sick again, and I may not have done it. But anyway, we're gonna play all 4 of these guitars, and you can decide for yourself what you think. This one has. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 frets. So the only guitar with the 21 frets, I think, is the Affinity. But now I have to double check the Carbonita. So I'll be right back, and we'll play some guitars. All right, guys, I'm going to have to do this in another video. Sorry for the tease, but I've got this is about a 20-minute video, and it's going to take me at least 20 minutes or more to do the shootout between these 4 guitars. So this will be part 1, and part 2 we'll post the next day. I won't give you a lot of time between because I know everybody's going to be chomping at the bit to hear these guitars. Because I know I'm chomping at the bit to play them all one after the other and then watch the video myself and see which one really is the best buy. So, thank you for watching Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. And we will come back to you in the next video and show you each guitar, how they sound with my tones. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And tell me what you think so far about the finishes, the specs, what you think is going to be the guitar, the winner of the shootout. See you next time.